Hi everyone, in this lesson we're going to be talking about another big hindrance to making progress in life and becoming successful. Also, this is a big hindrance to quitting any kind of addiction. Okay, and this is a belief that we have that there is something fundamentally wrong with us. Okay, so when we are trying to change and fail, or trying to quit addictions and failing, some people think that they have been dealt a bad gene, or they have inherited a bad DNA, or inherited this personality flaw. And that's why they can't, change, they can't quit, or they cannot succeed. Also, some people think that they have been put a bad spell on, something like that. So basically, it's similar to blaming something else that we spoke about in the last video. But this is, I thought I'll give this a special attention, okay? Because it is big. It definitely was big in my life. So, all of them are not true. They are fake, because it's basically a story that you tell yourself. There is a concept called social conformity that is part of our survival instinct, and which is a really big part of our conditioning, and it's really a big part of this forming of this belief. Okay, so how far we are? There is a concept called social conformity that is part of our survival instinct, and everyone has this. Okay, it's only because you have socially confirmed to the ideas that support us being stuck and don't support the progress. That's why you are stuck now, or that's why you believe that there's something fundamentally wrong with you. But after you watch the video that I'm going to show you end of this discussion, you will have more clarity what I'm talking about now. So for the most part, we pick up these ideas as a child, and what all that means is that there is nothing wrong with us, because as a child we were okay, but we picked these ideas from our social circle or family, and kept these ideas alive since now, and that's why they are a big hindrance. All that will be clear after you watch the video. It is normal to try to change consciously and keep falling back into old patterns because of that social conformity. It basically is a trained social conformity. You understand what I'm talking about. Although that I thought that I have inherited bad gene myself, okay, from one of my parents, and I thought that I will have to be addicted for the rest of my life, that there's something wrong with me, okay? It turned out I was wrong. I only socially confirmed, I only confirmed to my family's viewpoint about alcohol and about, cigarettes and about other addictions I had. So after you stop socially confirm to your past and your parents and the ideas that they held before, you will have a degree of freedom. Okay. Okay, let's watch the video now, and then we'll comment along the way while we watch the video, so you have more clarity about stuff. So let's watch the video.
To answer that question, we set up a hidden camera experiment to see if this woman would stand up at the sound of this tone, simply because everyone else is. You might be thinking you'd never go along with this. Or would you? After just 3 beeps, and without knowing why she's doing it, this woman is now conforming perfectly to the group. But what happens if we take the group away?
Elaine, please.
I wonder what's going on in her mind.
Okay, now she's alone. The crowd is gone and nobody is watching her except our hidden cameras. What do you think she'll do? She's now conforming to the rules of the group without them even being there. Now, watch what happens when we introduce another outsider who doesn't know the rules.
Have a seat, and they'll be out in just a couple minutes. Great, thanks so much.
Everybody was doing it, so I thought I was supposed to.
Think she'll teach the new guy what to do?
Oh guys, this is exactly why
We kept the cameras rolling as more unsuspecting patients arrived.
this is exactly why people start smoking and then continue smoking later in life. Or like drinking alcohol, or what the alcohol does something good for us, or drugs or
And
whatever.
slowly but surely,
Or like if everybody goes to
what
McDonald's.
began as a random rule for this woman has now become the social norm for everyone in this waiting room. Here to explain what's going on in their brains is Jonah Berger of the University of Pennsylvania.
This sort of internalized form of herd behavior is part of what we call social learning. Starting at a very early age, when we see members of our group perform a task, our brains literally reward us for following in their footsteps.
When I saw everybody stand up, I felt like I needed to join them. Otherwise, I'm like excluded. Once I decided to go with it, then I felt much more comfortable.
Conformity is how we become socialized, but it can also cause us to develop bad habits or repeat past wrongs.
And it's why even this rebel, who wasn't standing for any of this nonsense, eventually joined the ranks. And the only thing more shocking than seeing how easily conformity affects the way you act is that similar forces are subconsciously shaping the way you think right now.
So guys, now you know why you started to smoke, you know why you started to drink, you know why you eat fast food if you do, only because social circles believe or think that it's good. Really, sometimes advertising companies or whoever needs to just convince one person, and then he drags along another one, and then not after the long time, there's bunch of people, there's the whole society doing this one thing, and they don't even know why they're doing. They're just doing it because of social conformity. So this is exactly why I started to smoke and drink. So yeah, I really hope I helped get clarity about how beliefs are formed, and that there's nothing fundamentally wrong with you as a person. It's just our survival instinct that tells us that we need to be like, we need to belong. We need to belong in it. So I'll see you next time.